Testing. Thanks, Rob. Rob wrote this original song. Okay, we're good. Oh, perfect. We talk.
Thank you, Rob, for that wonderful intro music.
It was a beautiful song. We
Amazing.
appreciate it. Thanks for doing that for us for free. Are you recording? Oh, right. We owe you. Big time.
Yep.
We do.
So welcome to the first live episode of the Ick Report.
First ever.
Just some delayed applause there.
Yeah, well, then
That's it.
that was actually like an applause track.
Yeah.
Paid actors.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm Sarah,
And I'm Natalie.
and this is the Ick Report. It's your recurring check-in on the reality that is modern dating.
Let's do a quick check-in with the audience. Who here is single? Okay, most people, except it looks like a couple married and engaged couples that we know of.
Woo!
We love marriage.
We do. We love love.
Go ahead.
Go. You go. No, you go.
Well, we just wanted to give a little bit of backstory because we know some of you are brand new fans as of this minute. Just what we're doing here. And this is basically just an opportunity for Sarah and I to chat, which is something we would do anyways. We'd be talking about our dating lives, and we have friends that always ask about our dating lives, and we thought it might be easier just to make a podcast.
Why not just tell them all at once?
Exactly.
And honestly, this is like taking our conversations over text into real life.
Yep.
So you all get to be part of it.
Yes.
This is our group chat
You can find us on Spotify.
at
that
the
it?
Ick Report podcast. Anyway, thank you all for being here tonight. Some of you probably didn't know what you were here for, but glad you're here. We first want to start with a giveaway. Giveaway that we're having. So this podcast, we're recording it live tonight. Then we will be uploading it to Spotify in the next couple of days. Mm-hmm. And the winner, so we're sponsored by Topo Chico today. Thanks, Topo. Uncle Topo. The winner is going to receive a Topo Chico Sabores socks. And can you grab the other side? Oh. A Topo Chico Sabores t-shirt that Natalie and I will sign at the end of the night.
It'll be very valuable.
With our love notes.
Yes. And all you have to do to enter is comment on this episode of the Ick Report.
And you'll be entered into the giveaway.
Yes, we'll send it to you wherever you live.
Near and far. Or hand deliver it to your door.
The post is getting really expensive.
You might need to pay for shipping.
Yes. So we do have an itinerary because you don't want us to just go off.
Right.
Do you want to chat through?
Yeah, so anyway, we did do a little poll and ask for questions before we got here tonight. So we have a few that we're going to run through and just chat through them.
Yes.
Or answer them.
Yes.
Or
thank you to everyone who submitted questions, dating stories from this audience, which is really fun.
Yeah. So our first question or thoughts of the night are somebody recently met a guy and was super excited about him. She said they got along really well. He's very mature and they've had really great experiences together. However, her age came up recently and she was just wondering how we feel about age gaps. I think specifically this was like a 10-year age gap.
Yes. And it was a 27 to 37 year. Just to give a little bit of reference. It's not like 17 to 27.
That would be different.
Which would be illegal, I just want to point out.
But when they turn 18.
Yeah, next year.
Next year. How do you feel about that, Natalie? What's your thought on age gaps?
For this girl. She was a girl, the 27-year-old.
Thank you for clarifying.
This was a special situation because we actually chatted about this earlier. I don't know if I should say that. But there are always some things you should be cautious about with an age difference like that. And one of the things I wanted to make sure was how she's being treated, because age can become a factor of status in the relationship. Like, if the guy thinks he can have all the power because he's older, that would be a red flag. But the way she's being treated, I think age is just a number for the most part. There's also the Age of Attraction Netflix show, which I haven't seen, but I saw the age reveals, and that was crazy. Like a 27-year-old dating a 60-year-old. That might be too much for me, personally.
Yeah, that show is basically like Love is Blind, except you just don't know their age until the end of the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, again, I haven't seen an episode, so I can't really speak to it, but it's an interesting concept.
It is. Yeah, and I feel like with age gaps, like, for some people, it doesn't bother them at all. But I think the biggest thing is just, as long as, one, it's legal, and then...
we want to stress, legality is important.
We do not support us. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to recover from that one. But yeah, like, I think as long as you guys are on the same page and, like, there is, like, that maturities. Because I think sometimes... like, age is important, but at the same time, like, your maturity levels can be very different.
Yes.
Like, what is somebody's mature age?
Yes.
Maturity age?
Yes. And there is that rule, the age-old rule, half your age plus 7. Or...
No, I think that's it.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Yes. So, sure. I mean, I think you can go outside those bounds. There are special situations. It's a gray area. I'm not very fast and loose with any of my rules.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, love is love. So.
Love is love. You heard it here first, folks.
Anyway, Natalie, do you want to read our second question?
Yes, I would love to. We got this a while ago, actually, on our Instagram. This man wrote in, thoughts on going on a date with a divorced guy. How do we... the women, I guess, like to find out. Would we swipe left if it's in their bio? What would you do?
That's a great question. Yeah, I feel like everyone has different backgrounds and stories, and so I'd be very open to hearing about it, and I don't think for me it would be like a hard no. Mm-hmm. I think if they had it in their bio, I think that just shows like upfront honesty, mm-hmm. Which I think is like very valuable and honestly kind of hard to find sometimes these days. So I don't think it would be like a red flag or anything. I just think I would be open to meeting with them and then wanting to hear the full story as well.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think it needs to be in the bio. I think maybe it'll come out the first or second date. Mm-hmm. Because we all have things about our pasts and our lives, and I don't think it all needs to be the first thing you see. It also wouldn't bother me. I think the story would make a difference depending on mm-hmm. what happened. Like if they cheated, it would be very different than almost any other situation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not an immediate no. For sure.
Yeah, so not a no. That's a consensus.
Not a no.
Okay, next question. Okay, I went on a date with someone recently, and we had a really great time. We both texted after saying it was really fun, and I was last to reply, but we haven't texted all weekend. What do we think that means? Should I text him first? If he's not texting, does that mean he's no longer interested?
Let me read that one more time. Okay, I do think that he's probably not interested because I do think guys are very simple. They go after what they want. I think there are some exceptions.
Yeah, there are some men in there.
I would love to hear your thoughts. Get over here. Please.
Yeah, you're pretty much right.
But I want to know why.
Rob, can I tag team you? I'm not the one who blurted out.
Seems like
Can we phone to
something
friends.
say.
But
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
so if he doesn't text, he's not interested.
Yeah, I'd be a betting person.
Okay, so you agree. I thought you were disagreeing, and I was really curious about your perspective.
Yeah, if he's not responding or connecting with her after a date, it's, yeah.
Okay, so we got the answer. If he's not responding or connecting with her after a date, it's a no, which was my impression. I think if a guy is really interested, they will plan the second date at the end of the first date. That's like an A+ in dating. A B is like within the next 24 hours. Anything after that is just an F. You're dead to me.
That's good. I like that rule. There's no C and D. There's straight to F.
But what are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think I feel similarly. I also feel like I've been kind of on the other end where I've maybe noticed the lack and then tried reaching out more, which eventually it's like you kind of have to trust your gut instinct in those scenarios.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes, well, I don't know. I feel like after the first date, like you both might mutually be feeling confused or not sure how the other's responding. But I think, yeah, if you have like a gut instinct, I always think you should listen to it. And so if you feel like maybe they're not interested, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it'd be okay to not reach out and pursue
Yeah. And you could try sending a text, but I think you'll know pretty quickly if that gains any momentum.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's no harm in texting, but maybe just like protecting yourself that it might not be the answer that you're looking for.
Yes. And I think someone saying they had a good time on a date is just a nice response, to be honest. And I think a lot of people hold on to that and think this is going somewhere when maybe they're just a polite person, which is confusing.
Yeah.
But we've all been there.
We've all been
on
there.
both sides.
100%.
Our next question, this says identifying red flags on a first date.
Yeah, I think that's like what are red flags that you would notice on a first date?
Okay. Maybe.
Or like how do you identify them?
Yeah. Gut feeling.
Yeah, honestly.
A woman always knows. A woman's intuition.
That's 100% true. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think just, again, listening to your gut. I feel like if you either like don't feel safe with them or if you feel like they're just, I don't know, like I've been on dates where there was one day I went on last year where I was like, this guy's literally a pathological liar. And recently I actually found out through this whole other platform that he was, and that a lot of women have had the same experience, and he like lied about when he moved here, has made up different stories. And I was like, oh yeah, I should have trusted my gut instinct. Luckily I didn't go on a second date with him, but
you were having doubts.
I was.
Yeah.
And fun fact, Natalie also matched with him recently, and I told her not to go on a date with him. Thank goodness you didn't.
Yeah, and I didn't. I stayed away thanks to Sarah's warning. This is why you talk about dating.
Yes.
So that your friends can tell you not to go on dates with certain guys.
So back to the music intro. We talk.
We talk.
Okay. Next question. Is Christian dating a one-on-one time out alone, or is it better etiquette to date within a group among other fellow believers? Okay.
Oh, man.
So better to date one-on-one or better to... I'm wondering if it's like, yeah, date / like pursue someone in a group setting.
Yeah. And this person did specifically say that he's new to Christian dating. And I would have the same advice for any dating. I think it's great to get to know someone in a group setting. But I think once you are interested, I think it's great to express interest and give that person the opportunity to respond, ask them on a date. And then you also get an answer. I personally love having an answer. I'm like, I don't like wondering. But those are my thoughts.
Yeah. No, I agree. I feel like you need both. Like, I think being able to start dating someone in a group setting is amazing because that doesn't always happen. Like, you don't always see what they're like or amongst their friends or like how they treat other people. Which is why, like, that's, I think, super special if you get the opportunity and kind of, like, build a friendship that way.
Yeah.
But I also think if you are interested in them, you do need that one-on-one time to dive deeper and to see, like, you could totally vibe with someone in a group, but, like, if you're one-on-one and you don't know how to talk to each other
have a conversation.
or have that chemistry, then, I mean, that's really important.
Yeah, for sure. See him in all the settings, in all the seasons.
All the seasons.
All the seasons.
Date for a year.
And to flip this on... Speaking from, say this came from a girl, we did want to poll the audience, the men in the audience. There are 5, 6, 7 men in the audience. 7, 8. Wait, and we need...
She can do math.
I can count you guys. If this was a girl, I am very curious to see who would not want a girl to make the first move, and that would be like specifically asking to go out one-on-one. And who would want that and who wouldn't?
So I think what you're asking is,
Translate.
would they... Yeah, let me
Translate for me.
Like, how do men feel about women asking them out?
Yes, that one.
Okay, so do we want them to raise their hands if they would like that?
Yeah, we'll start there.
Okay, if you're a man and you would like if a woman asked you out...
I think it depends on how long you know.
I think there's a difference between like, oh, I want them to ask me out versus like it's cool if they ask me out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like it's sort of, I'm always flattered, but the real question I want to ask is, am I interested in her and I just haven't gotten to it yet? Because then if so, yeah, sure. But if not,
that's a good point.
Then I'd like to not have the awkward interaction.
Okay. So I'm getting like a no. Like if you like someone, you'll do something about it eventually.
I think that you guys have talked in the past, if he would, if he wanted to, he would.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I would always be flattered.
Okay. It would be flattering, but...
Even if I'm not interested, I'd always be
right.
flattered.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like that's how we feel too as women sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I think it goes both ways.
Except it does feel a little bit powerless as women because it sounds like our job is to wait to be chosen, which I think that is a damaging perspective.
Can you elaborate on that?
Oh, we got some snaps in the back. Oh, I just think there's a narrative. Oh gosh, I can't even remember where I've heard this recently. Where like we have to wait to be chosen, and those who aren't chosen are single. I don't even know. Have you heard this?
No.
No. Okay, maybe I
heard it.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not the only one. I'll have to think about that to elaborate next time. Because it's a thing.
I think if you're talking to him and making it obvious that you're interested, and then he doesn't take that opportunity to ask you out, that's your answer.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't have to be the one to say, hey, do you want to go on a date? Because then if I were the guy and you were clearly coming on to me, and then you asked me out, one, you didn't give me the opportunity. And two, I might not be interested.
Right. Yes, that's true. I do think I'm a fan of women making the first move in ways of like, if you're out at a bar and you make eye contact with a guy or nod at him, that is like a woman's first move. And then it's up to the guy to approach.
A lot of guys are stupid though.
Okay, so the smile and nod isn't enough.
We're pretty dense, so...
See, this is where it gets confusing, because women think we're being so obvious. We're like, we just put ourselves so far out there to make eye contact with this guy and, like, do anything beyond that.
Making eye contact is putting yourself far.
What would you want to see? Like, what would...
Hold on. Eye contact is putting yourself out there.
Okay, you could do, like, eye contact and a smile.
What if you accidentally make eye contact?
That's on you. I don't know. You're right. I make eye contact with a lot of people throughout the day, and it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Once again, I'm going to have to mull this over. But I am curious what would be an obvious move for a guy, to a guy. So people can...
maybe a certain kind of eye contact. I was like a dead stare.
Give him a wink. Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to practice this.
We will.
I don't think I'm good at this.
Well, I can't even make eye contact. So.
Oh God. What about a little wave?
Oh.
I'm thinking about tiny one, you know, like.
I did hear from a girl that she will make eye contact and mouth hi from across a room. And she said it's worked for her every time.
Yeah,
But-
that's enough. Eye contact alone is enough.
Okay. Eye contact means nothing. I'll have to try the eye contact and mouthing hi.
Give us an example.
Would that work?
Yeah, make eye contact with the camera.
We're getting some positive feedback from our live audience.
This is basically practice.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
Thoughts on speed dating?
Speed dating.
I hate it.
Sarah hates it.
I went to one speed dating event and it was just so awkward.
Yeah. I think more times it's awkward.
I think it
I've
just
never
feels
been
too
to-
forced.
Yeah. I like the concept though,
Yeah.
where you're just like having quick conversations, see who you vibe with. But yeah, I've never been to a successful speed dating event.
I wonder if anyone has. Like if anyone's found there.
We got one.
Yes, but I was successful in finding the hosts hosted a house show that I played.
Cool. So you made friends out of it. Yeah. Still make connections.
It was musically successful.
Okay.
So it's
Success
networking.
is-
Speed dating is networking
Yes.
in whatever way you need it to be.
Okay. Thoughts on Partiful's new crush feature?
I've never used it. For those who don't know, you
everyone
might
on
be able to
Partiful?
explain it better, but Partiful, so how you all got invited tonight, it's the event platform, you send invites. They added this new crush feature where you can like send a crush to somebody that you were at like a party with or something. And I think it doesn't tell them, but if you both sent a crush to each other, then
it's revealed.
It's revealed. So it's almost
I've
like
heard.
a dating app where it like,
Kind
it's almost
of.
like Bumble,
Yeah.
where like you both have to like each other to know,
Yeah.
to match.
Yeah. I think I would maybe use it as like a last resort.
So if you made eye contact and said hi and it didn't
My
work,
eye contact failed.
we're gonna have to test this theory.
Yeah. But I think I mentioned it to Rob earlier and he joked that he was just gonna like everyone or like have a crush on everyone and see if
I
anyone
don't think it works. I think there's a bug in the system.
Oh. Or nobody's liking you.
Yeah, no one's liking you back.
No one's sending you a crush.
That's not possible when someone looks like you. Okay, just
Okay.
Do you want me to read this?
Yeah.
Okay. We did get a story, and so someone wrote in, and she was asking for some advice. So, buckle up. It's long. Had a nice time on a date. He took me to coffee, and I've been working on taking up more space in the conversation as I tend to be a listener/question asker when I'm one-on-one. He was nice enough, but there were some life status hesitations on my part. I was thinking I could go out with him again just to see, but he didn't ask me out at the end of the date or text me that day or the next. We all know how I feel about this. So I emotionally moved on and figured he wasn't interested or ghosted me. Bummer, but no big deal. 1 week later, fail. I get this text. Hi, it's been a week now, and I enjoyed our last conversation. Any interest in doing something like that again? So this guy did reach out a week later. I don't know what it would take a guy to take a whole week.
I feel like, yeah, usually within like 24, 48 hours, you should at least hear from
24.
them. 24, 48. I don't know.
No.
Or he's not playing it cool enough. He's got to play it cool for longer than 24 hours.
So you think a week is fine?
Interesting. What if you're not into games?
Dude, getting back to you after a week is...
A week's too long, but
You're
24
like
hours
the
is like, I
fallback
miss
gal.
you.
There's no way.
What's wrong with
So
missing
what's the
someone?
sweet spot?
First date.
Bring back yearning.
He wants me too bad. That's what she's gonna say.
Girls want to be wanted bad.
So 24 hours is too soon, a week is too late.
Okay.
You think it's okay?
I would prefer, like you said earlier, that night or the next day. But maybe you have a lot of other things going on. Maybe you went out with 2 girls that weekend, right? Maybe
Sure.
you're busy at work.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's the first date.
Oh.
It's a first date. Like, it's okay to wait a week and go on a second date. Like, you don't really know each other yet, so if you're just getting to know someone, a week is fine. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
overthink it.
I definitely, I can see that. I just think the only hesitation I have is coming out of a date. I mean, you're kind of nervous, like, how did it go? What are they thinking? So I feel like a whole week later is like, I don't know. I feel like after 2 days, if I haven't heard from them, I'm probably like,
No, it's
well,
likely.
bye.
Again, I would prefer within 48 hours or that night, but I think other people operate differently, especially not like their background. I feel like, especially people who like, they have kids, or if there's like there's so much other things happening in their life that dating
Yeah.
isn't a priority.
Yeah.
So they went on a date, maybe they had a good time, but like it's not the priority in their life. So a week seems normal to them. So I just think each person has different context.
That's true.
What John said.
Oh.
Just let it inform you. Just let it inform you, I think, where you stand, so to speak, if he takes a week to get back
So
to
you don't stand high enough.
You can also ask them why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think it's weird that he said, it's been a week now, almost like he had a countdown. Like, he's like, I'm going to take a week to respond.
He had a reminder in his calendar to text her.
1 week since your date.
Yeah. Well, and then the follow-up to that is this person was floored because they'd never been ghosted, and then had someone reach out more than a day later who also acknowledges that they just stopped communication for the full week. And then they sent the response, but they said, what would you all do?
Mm-hmm.
So if you went on a date with someone, they didn't text you for a whole week later, how would you respond?
I think it would depend on how interested I was. I'm contradicting myself from earlier, but I probably, like, if I was interested, I'd be like, sure, let's get together.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you have to lose?
Nothing. And I do think a first date is mostly a vibe check, especially if you are meeting them online. Like, I'm a big walk or coffee date first date person, because I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend an hour and a half with you at dinner. Like, what if I want to leave after 30 minutes?
Right.
So first date is really a vibe check, and you're like, do I want to spend an extended amount of time with this person for a second date? Why are you laughing, Peter?
Dating apps are just so horrible.
Oh, give Pete the mic.
Give me the mic!
I fortunately never had to go on a dating app, and this sounds like a nightmare. I feel like the games that you have to play are insane, and I think you shouldn't have to think this hard about dating. I highly recommend you find a church or like a dancing bar or something like that. And
I love a dancing bar.
Church isn't working.
Don't date online. It sucks.
Oh, speaking of...
Hey, let's give it up for Pastor Pete, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, speaking of online dating, I do think we should take a pledge right here, right now.
What are we about to do?
No app feral spring, where we all get off the apps and we go out and find people in person at the dancing bars. So if anyone would like to sign the petition, we can write one up after this.
When is this beginning?
Tonight.
Okay.
I want to see you delete your apps.
I want to see you. Should we do it live?
Let's delete our apps. Do it. No?
I mean, I could. No, I can. That's fine.
What's going on your apps?
She's in conversation.
I'm in conversations.
She might need to send her number to some people first.
That's true. Yeah, well,
Tell them you're getting off the apps in a week.
Tonight.
Tonight. Just blast. Put it in my bio. That is the hard thing about the apps, too, is like, you can be in conversation with someone and then you just never hear from them and you don't know what happens.
Are they dead?
Yeah, are they dead? Maybe.
I certainly didn't get ghosted.
You're Googling them?
Yeah. Obituary. John Hinge obituary.
28, Portland.
You should see my search history.
Knob Hill. I would love to see your search history.
Well, okay.
Okay, so no app spring.
No apps. Feral Spring.
Okay.
Starting tonight.
Why feral?
Because we're wild. We're in the wild.
All right, you got to do it live. You got to do it live.
I'm going to do it. Ahem. Please hold.
You got to do it live.
Talk amongst yourselves.
What are
Okay.
you doing?
Delete or pause account.
You're
Delete.
deleting
A
it?
full delete?
If you
Dating apps are the worst.
if you don't have their number already, did you really want the number?
You're not missing anything.
Okay, I'm doing a
If you have your number
pause.
and then immediately delete it, they're never gonna get it.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
That's a good
You gotta give it 24 to 48
No,
hours.
they've already
So then
missed
you
their
could get away
chance.
from not
If they haven't, if he wanted to, he would have asked for your number.
Okay, I'm pausing.
No, delete.
I'm pausing is responsible.
When was the last time you had a genuinely good date on the dating apps?
February.
That's sooner than I thought, but you should still delete it.
I'm pausing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to put your profile up. You have to like go
It
through all
is.
your whole camera roll, find the good ones.
You were the feral spring person.
You did start this.
Pausing is not fair.
I'm wild.
Mine have already been paused.
Well, that's all we have for you tonight.
Do we? Unless anyone has any questions in the audience.
Oh yeah.
Age gaps, but the other direction.
Older woman? Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. Pro.
Pro.
I'm curious how old, like how big of an age gap? Because you said you weren't comfortable with 40 years, but you're comfortable. So like, is 30 too far, or like?
Back when I was on Hinge,
So 5 minutes ago.
my age range was 9 years younger than me.
Really?
Would you date, like, does your age gap vary on both sides? Like, would you date someone as young as you would date older than you? Or is there like, is it even?
I think I set it to a wider gap younger.
Really?
I'm just,
How would you feel about being 9 years older than your boyfriend?
I think it would just depend on the person.
Because that's a less experienced person in life.
Sure.
Probably makes less money.
I personally care more about a personality match than money or life, like how far
he's
they
got
are.
something to say.
I agree with you, Natalie. I was 20 years old and had a ton of debt when I got married, and it worked out great. So go Alexa.
Alexa older than you?
No.
How about you?
Me?
I think we got a question.
Oh, yeah, I think my age gap for dating someone younger than me is probably a little bit shorter. But I think for me, like, it really does depend on like their personality. And for me, like, emotional maturity is really big as well. And so if they're younger, but they are emotionally mature and just like, they have goals, they have ambitions, like they don't have to be making a ton of money, but just if they have things that they're working towards, for me, that's the most important. And that's what I find attractive in somebody. But I feel like, yeah, if we're doing numbers, like probably would date someone maybe like 5 years max younger than me. And then I would maybe go like a few years older on the other end.
Like 8 older?
Yeah, I think 8 or 9 maybe would be my max. But again, it depends on the person. And if we like are connecting and it just feels like the right fit and I just feel like that's like who the Lord wants for me, then that's who it is.
Oh, we've got another question. Oh,
I don't really have a question, but if we are deleting our dating apps, I want to make an ask for coupled friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Put us on dates. Like, they don't have to be perfect. Frogs are frogs. Like, but
Kiss some frogs.
yeah, sometimes you have.
There's gotta be a prince out there.
Frogs are. Yeah, but also like
Frogs turn into princes.
you never know who's gonna click and who's not. So like, put your single friends on. Set them up on dates. Blind dates used to be a thing.
Yeah. No, I'm very pro blind date.
I actually have a thought/question to that as well, because I have friends literally all over the country, and I've had friends who have even told me, like, I have this guy I would set you up with, but like he lives on the other side of the country or wherever. I guess this is like a question for the audience, but I'm down to meet anybody, no matter where they are. If like, especially if my friends have vetted them and feel like it'd be a good fit, I feel like I'd be willing to meet them. I'd be willing to like text and FaceTime and like get to know them, and then like maybe eventually like go visit and meet them. But I feel like, I don't know, in my experience, I feel like guys are normally a little more hesitant with the distance thing than women.
Guys don't like distance for some reason.
Can any males give some, I don't know, advice to that or how their feelings?
Like distance.
I mean, nobody
No one
likes
likes
it.
distance.
Some people like distance. Avoidant people like distance.
Avoidant people
point
like
at?
distance.
I'd love to hear the most interesting or fun date you've ever taken someone on.
Brayden.
I have nothing but jokes here.
No one's taken anyone on an interesting date.
I have nothing comes to mind except jokes.
Plain date.
Well, but it could still be fun.
I mean, we can talk about dates. We've been on it.
There we go.
Not what
There we
you
go.
asked, but they were with men.
Okay,
Or any interesting dates. Yeah, any interesting dates.
just had to clarify. I mean, you can go first. It sounds like you have something ready.
Sure. Mine are pretty simple. I'm a simple gal. One of my best dates that I can think of, a boyfriend years ago, we used to live in Bend. So we went out to some hot springs and brought a grill and salmon and vegetables and like cooked dinner by the hot spring. And then it's just like, it doesn't take money. It's just like a little bit of planning. And it was like one of the most memorable, just like sweet, like we just like watched the sunset. It was perfect. So that was probably top 2.
Yeah, that's so sweet. I feel like activity dates go a long way as well. Like, yeah, it doesn't have to be this like expensive fancy dinner or anything, but like planning like a hike and like packing snacks or something that shows that they like thought about it and put intention into the date.
Yeah, I actually think dinner dates are so boring. I'm like, you want to sit across from me and watch me eat?
Especially for like
I'd rather
first
do
few
almost
dates.
anything else.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So,
well, if
do you have anything?
No.
Oh, we got one.
Years ago, I went on a date. We had planned a second date, and we had both had to cancel because we were sick. And then, like 2 days later, we were both feeling better, but we were still like just getting over this being sick. So we said, "Well, we're both sick, so let's just do something fun. Like we won't go around other people." So we drove around the city in the car together. Went to Rocky Butte, got milkshakes. It was a phenomenal date. However, when she texted me beforehand and said, "I'll just let you know, I'm kind of trying a mom remedy. I've eaten a lot of garlic." And I was like, whatever, that's fine. She gets in the car. It is garlic. All of it's garlic. Everything's garlic. I taste garlic. The milkshake tastes like not quite. It was so pungent that the next day I got into my car to get to work. Garlic.
That is crazy.
No joke. Yeah, she was.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Possibly.
Did you kiss her?
No.
Is that a real no?
I don't.
You don't know?
No, I did not. Not in that case. So.
Was that the last date you went on with her?
It was not.
Oh.
Yes. She was a great lady.
That does sound like a fun day. A fun activity.
Did she smell like garlic?
Later, she did not smell like garlic. No, that was not her natural BO. So we are okay. She was.
Well, that smelled like.
Funny enough, Rob, it smelled like you.
Well, thank you all for being here. We really appreciate you being such a great audience, and you can tune in anytime on Spotify.
And don't forget, oh wait, did we say how people enter the giveaway?
Yes.
To comment on this episode when it's
Yes.
released. And you'll receive a signed t-shirt.
And socks.
And socks, all sponsored by Topo Chico. Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.